guys, this is Boom Jacob here, and I just wanted to do a video for you guys today. And yeah, I know it's been a while since I made a video. I just been kind of busy, and I don't know, I just had no motivation to make any YouTube videos or really anything. But I don't know, I just found that this tier maker list, or this tiermaker.com, because I've seen a lot of different YouTubers make these tier lists, and you know, I was kind of interested in it, but today I finally got the motivation to do it. And today I wanted to do a ranking of all the Mario Party games that I have played. Here I will be honest, I have not played all of them. I've only played the first 8 plus the DS version, and I have not played the other ones. I really just like the original playstyle of Mario Party, and I don't know, I'm just not a huge fan of like any of the new ones where you like all travel in a vehicle together, and I don't know, I just don't think there's really much fun in there, and yeah, so anyways, let's get started. So I have not played Mario Party Advance. That one, I believe, it's more of like a mission type game. You basically go around the board and you do these quests for people and you get gadgets, and that's basically how you go through that game. And you basically play mini games as well to get gadgets as well. That's pretty much all I know. And then there's Mario Party E, which is actually, you actually have like these physical cards and you actually play like a physical game. But the thing with that is that I think you have like this little, I think you use the Game Boy with it, and you play like some mini games on there or something like that. I'm not too familiar on that one. And there's Mario Party Island Tour. Basically, you go around the board. I'm not really sure exactly what you do. I'm not too familiar with that one, and I'm not very familiar with Mario Party Star Rush either. I just kind of lost interest in the Mario Party series after Mario Party DS, honestly. So that's kind of how I sit on that right now. So the next one I'm going to do here is Mario Party 9. I haven't played this one very much, but I know this is the one where you go around the board and you're all in the same vehicle and you all take turns rolling the dice, and whoever's the driver basically gets to actually be affected by whatever space they land on. And in this game you collect mini stars instead of actual stars, and in the middle of the map you defeat a mini boss, and at the end of the map you defeat a boss. And basically, out of all 4 players, whoever does the best gets the most mini stars out of those fights. And I mean, it's an interesting concept and all, but it's just something I'm not really too interested in. I haven't tried it, so I mean, I can't really give a valid opinion on it because I haven't played it. And yeah, Mario Party 10 is pretty much the same. Haven't really played that one either. I've only seen a few playthroughs of it, and I mean, it's okay. I mean, I saw the Bowser Party mode where you play as Bowser and you chase everybody else, and you gotta get rid of all their hearts in order to win. But if they reach the end of the board, you lose as Bowser. But I hear that Bowser kind of has an unfair advantage in that one, so it's a little unbalanced. But I can't really say that any of the games so far really are bad because I haven't personally played them. But there's the Mario Party Top 100, which is basically 100 of the best mini games out of all the Mario Party games, in, you know, their opinion. So I mean, I've played probably a good majority of those mini games, but I don't know, I wouldn't really even call that a Mario Party game. It's kind of like a DLC of some sort. But here's what I'm kind of interested in though, is the Super Mario Party that they released for the Switch. They went back to the original play style of Mario Party, and I'm interested in it. I do got a Switch, and here when I get some money I'll probably buy it and give it a shot. But yeah, anyways, if you made it to this point in the video, I appreciate it. This is where I'm actually going to be doing the actual rankings of the Mario Party games that I've played. Mario Party 1 through 8 plus DS, because these are the only ones that I have played. But anyways, let's start off with Mario Party 1. So Mario Party 1 was a good introduction in the Mario Party series. It did have a lot of flaws, definitely. In this one, you did actually lose You did lose coins when you lost mini games, and I know a lot of people didn't like that. and they didn't like the rotate the control stick mini games either. And it was actually so bad that people are getting second degree burns on their hand, and Nintendo had to issue like all the Mario Party players a glove that you would wear actually for those mini games. And yeah, this game definitely was pretty flawed, but like I don't know, it kind of has a special place in my heart though. I do appreciate where they went with it, and I do like that there were actually 8 boards in it. That's the most out of any Mario Party game. And let's see, all the boards were there was DK's Jungle Adventure, there's Peach's Birthday Cake, Yoshi's Tropical Island, Mario's Battle Canyon, Luigi's Engine Room, Mario's Rainbow Castle, Bowser's Magma Mountain, and there was also Eternal Star, which I think my favorite board in this game. Gosh, it's kind of tough. I think I'd have to go with either Mario's Rainbow Castle or that's kind of a tough one. I think I'd have to go with Mario's Rainbow Castle or Bowser's Magma Mountain. Those two are pretty solid boards. I did like Peach's Birthday Cake as well, but I was not a huge fan of Yoshi's Tropical Island or Wario's Battle Canyon. And I didn't like Yoshi's Tropical Island that much because there were 2 islands. One had Toad and one had Bowser, but like if anyone landed on a happening space, Toad and Bowser would switch spots, and I swear a lot of the players were magnetically attracted to those happening spaces. So it was just like it was kind of bullcrap, honestly. I kind of wish Yoshi was the one that did that. Casey just leaves the room. Look at your face. Damn it, I got in second. For the games, for the coins and mini games, you got 6. You got 6. One time Peach got -4. Oh, well, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I'm done with this game. I'm done.
I'm telling you right now, I'm never playing Mario Party #1 again. I'm gonna do some casting.
It's okay, Casey. It's okay.
I'm actually tearing up a little bit. Okay, that's been Mario Party 1. I think we're gonna be...
But then Wario's Battle Canyon was kind of Yoshi's Tropical Island on steroids because there were 5 islands, and you take a cannon to each island, and basically each time you shot out of the cannon there was a cursor that would go on a bunch of random spaces on this one island, and if you screw up your cursor you could totally miss a star entirely, so it's pretty luck based. So I don't know, I'm just not a huge fan of it. But I did like the mini games though. The mini games were pretty good in Mario Party 1, aside from the rotate the control stick mini games such as what was it? Yeah, it was Tug of War. I wasn't a fan of Paddle Battle either, which was also a 1v3 minigame where you rotated the control stick. The 2v2s, I really did appreciate Bombsketball. That was definitely my favorite 2v2. And for 4-player, I really like Buried Treasure, Hot Bomb, Musical Mushroom, Facelift. I did not like Skateboard Scamper. I liked Platform Peril a lot and Tipsy Tourney, and I really liked Mario Bandstand. But yeah, there's a lot of classics, so I don't know. I'd have to give this game probably a solid B, maybe low A. I know at the end of this video I'll probably change these a little bit. My opinion could change after talking about all these, but I think for now it'll be a high B tier for Mario Party 1. So we'll move on to its predecessor, Mario Party 2. Mario Party 2 is one of my favorite Mario Party games. It basically fixed a lot of things that Mario Party 1 kind of lacked on, such as on the mini games, there were no more rotate the control stick mini games. They completely got rid of the one player mini games and they replaced them basically with dual mini games. And with dual mini games, you'd have to land on the same space as someone during the last 5 turns, or else you'd buy a dueling glove and basically you'd play a certain dual mini game that represented the board that you played on. And it was pretty cool. You'd bet coins against each other, and let's see, the boards in this game were really solid too. There were only 6, but instead of the 8 that Mario Party 1 had, but since there were 6, I feel like they put a lot more detail in them. So Mario Party 2 had Pirate Land, Western Land, Space Land, Mystery Land, Horror Land, and Bowser Land. You'd have to play the first 5 boards to unlock Bowser Land, but yeah, I think my favorite board is definitely Horrorland though. Horrorland's just really interesting. There's a lot of things going on there, and there's a bunch of boos there too that you can talk to, and there's a day and night system that was obviously reintroduced back in Mario Party 6 or later in Mario Party 6, but yeah. And if you were lucky enough, you'd actually be able to see a big boo, but you'd have to get a skeleton key to get through a door, and you'd have to be there at nighttime to see the big boo. And basically he'd steal from all 3 players, but you'd have to pay triple the amount. And yeah, one other cool thing about Mario Party 2 is that they did add a bunch of items to the game as well, such as like a mushroom where you'd have 2 dice blocks, a golden mushroom which gave you 3 dice blocks, there was a plunder chest where you could steal items from people, a dueling glove, a magic lamp which would take you to the star, there was a Bowser suit, and there was a Bowser bomb. So yeah, it was a pretty solid game. It was definitely a step up from Mario Party 1. I don't know if it's my favorite Mario Party game because there are a bunch of flaws in it still, such as some of the mini games. I I hated I really hated that mini game called Sneak and Snore. Basically, you were in a barrel and you would move down to the button to open the door, but like the controls were so finicky and just badly timed that it just didn't work. You'd have to be lucky to win that mini game, but they in Mario Party 2 they did bring back a lot of Mario Party 1 mini games such as Hot Rope Jump and Platform Peril and Bombs Away, Tipsy Tourney, Hexagon Heat, which was basically Mushroom Mix Up. But I feel like they made all the mini games better, except for Shy Guy Says, because he really likes to fake you out. But yeah, I really do like a majority of the Mario Party 2 mini games. They were very good, and yeah, that's really all I gotta say. I really liked the minigame Look Away though in Mario Party 2. But yeah, I think I'd give Mario Party 2 a solid A tier. It deserves it. So, I think there was one other thing I wanted to bring up too. The dual mini games are pretty cool in Mario Party 2. Like for Pirate Land, there would be a saber swipes, which basically you'd have a sword battle. Then Western Land was quick draw corks, basically. You'd have a counter from 3 to 0, and whoever shot first basically won. And there was Time Bomb in Space Land, which basically whoever got closest to the time that the Goomba wanted you to get to, you'd win. Then Mystery Land was Psychic Safari. Basically, you'd have to tap A and B as fast as you can, alternatively. And then Mushroom Brew was basically a button sequence one. And then there was Rock Paper Mario, which is just a rock paper scissors game. And that's probably my least favorite dual game. But another cool thing about Mario Party 2 is that they had certain item mini games also for the game. But yeah, anyways, I'll move on here to Mario Party 3. I really enjoyed this one actually too. At first, I gave it a hard time because when I was a kid, I had Mario Party 2 and Mario Party 3, and I just liked Mario Party 2 so much more. I didn't give this one a shot, but ever since I owned it again, I've just been playing it some more, and it's not too bad. I like that they had a bunch of fresh new ideas with this one. They didn't repeat any of the mini games like Mario Party 2 did with Mario Party 1. They just had a bunch of fresh ideas, and that was cool. There was a lot of good mini games in this one too, but I'll go start with the boards though. Mario Party 3 had Chilly Waters, it had Deep Blue Sea, Spiny Desert, Woody Woods, Creepy Cavern, and then Waluigi's Island. Yes, they did actually add two new characters to Mario Party 3. They added Daisy and Waluigi, which was pretty cool. And Mario Party 3 is basically Mario Party 2 on steroids. It has pretty much the same items, but instead of only carrying one item at a time, you have three items. They did bring back the bank space, they brought back chance time, but they did add Game Guy. Game Guy is basically a space where if you land on him, he will take all your coins, and you have to play a betting minigame. And if you win the bet, you can double, triple, or even times 32 your coins, but if you lose all of your coins though, so it's pretty rough when that happens. But there was also a dual mode too, which I really haven't gotten into, but I know quite a few people liked it and enjoyed it. It was an interesting little gimmick for sure. Yeah, I know they added a few new items in this game too. They added a cellular shopper, which basically you'll be able to call Toad or Baby Bowser, and you can call them anywhere, and you can get an item from them instead of just stopping at the shop physically. They did add Boo Repellent, which basically keeps the boo away, a Reverse Mushroom, which makes you go backwards, a Poison Mushroom, which makes your dice block go from 0 to 1 to 5. Then there's a Bowser phone, so if you call the Bowser phone, you can call Bowser. He'll ask who it is, and whoever you say it is, that person basically landed on a Bowser space. And they made a Lucky Lamp, which basically brings out a genie that moves the star to a different space. And yeah, one of the most interesting ones for sure though was the where was it? I think it was called the Wacky Watch. Basically, if you use that item, it would bring you basically to the last 5 turns, no matter what turn it was. And like, let's say there's only 1 turn left in the game, you could actually bring it back to the last 5 turns. So like, if you're struggling, you can actually use that to actually give yourself more of a chance to have a comeback, and it was really cool. But yeah, let's see. I really liked the mini games in this game too. I actually enjoyed the Beat Goes On. It's a pretty good memory mini game. What other ones did I enjoy? I enjoyed Snowball Summit. I enjoyed Awful Tower's okay. Chip Shot Challenge, I'd like to get better at that one. I liked Mario's Puzzle Party, but I think Mario Party 4's version's better. Messy Memories, good. Who could forget MPIQ? And Toadstool Titan's pretty dope as well. Yeah, there's a lot of decent mini games, but there are also a lot of crappy ones too. I did not like where was it here? It was wasn't a fan of that Hyper Hydrants one, or where was it? I'm definitely not a fan of the Handline and Sinker one. The one player's got the total advantage on that one. But yeah, this game also had a lot more dual mini games as well. I really liked I was a fan of TikTok Hop, Fine With Me, and Silly Screws. And then yeah, Mario Party 3 was pretty solid. I don't know. I don't think it's better than Mario Party 2, but it's right around where Mario Party 1 probably is. I don't know. It's kind of hard to say. It might just be a little bit better than Mario Party 1 if I was going to be generous with it, but that's probably where I would put it, is just at a B tier. Now on to the GameCube Mario Parties. We got Mario Party 4. Mario Party 4 Basically, it was like Mario Party 3, but it's a lot less complex. There's only 50 mini games in it compared to 70. Um, the graphics were a lot better. This game also only had 6 boards. There was Toad's Midway Madness. What else was there? There was Goomba's Greedy Gala, Boo's Haunted Bash, Koopa's Seaside Soiree, Shy Guy's Jungle Jam, and there was also uh, Bowser's Gnarly Party. I think Shy Guy's Jungle Jam was my favorite board just because it was more basic. And I don't know, to be honest, I really wasn't a fan of any of the boards in Mario Party 4 just because of that layout that they had. Basically, like the stage that you're on was just more of a background and you wouldn't be able to interact with any of it. You were just like on this giant like I don't know how to explain it. You were just on this giant platform of a board. You weren't even like interacting really much with the actual background like in all the other Mario Party games you would, and I did not like that. But Mario Party 4's main gimmick is like the mini and the mega mushroom. The mini mushroom was you'd actually be able to get through certain little areas to get to like a star or some random mini game that they'd play on the board. And then the mega mushroom you would basically be giant, and then every player you pass you stomp on them and take 10 coins from them. But however, with the Mega Mushroom, you would pass any like board events such as a star as well, and that kind of sucks. Yeah, and Mario Party 4 also got rid of all the dual mini games too. But it was an alright game. Um, I don't know. I don't think it was as good as Mario Party 1 or 3, but it was alright. I did like the story mode wasn't too bad. I liked a lot of the mini games. I liked Bob-omb Breakers, which was basically better than Mario's Puzzle Party. I liked Bookscorn. Bookscorn was pretty good. And yeah, there were a few others that I can't remember from the top of my head. Oh yeah, I like Dungeon Duos and Team Treasure Track. But like yeah, there were a bunch of crappy mini games too. Like they brought back Bowser's Big Blast, calling it Bowser's Bigger Blast, which is a luck-based mini game. Um, Candlelight Flight was pretty bad, and so was Hide and Go Boom. But like overall, Mario Party 4 had a pretty decent amount of mini games too. Um, yeah, the battle games were good as well. But yeah, I think I'll give Mario Party 4 a solid. I'd probably have to go with B tier as well. All right. So that leaves me with my most nostalgic Mario Party game, Mario Party 5. This game has a love-hate relationship between all of the fans of Mario Party. Some really hate it and some actually really enjoy it. Me, I actually enjoy it. Um, Nostalgia might get me on this one because I used to play it more as a kid, but like basically they change all the items into a capsule system. And basically with the capsules you could either you'd be able to move somewhere on the board. They still had your mushroom capsule and your super mushroom capsule, and they had a wiggler capsule too, which basically if you used it, you'd be able to get straight to the star. But the thing is with this game is if you put any of the capsules on a space, you can use it for free. The capsule machines give you these capsules for free, but you have to pay money if you want to use them on yourself. But if you put them on a space, and if you land there, if you're lucky enough to land there, you don't have to pay any money for it at all. But if you, but that also gives all their players a chance to land on that space too. So, I mean, there were like spaces like there were capsules called like Hammer Bros. If you used it on yourself, which I don't know why you would, you'd basically lose 10 coins. Piranha Plant, you lose half your coins. Then there were like those were like the yellow capsules. Then there were the red capsules, which basically with the red capsules you could swap capsules with somebody, you could take capsules from other people, or if you land on like a Mr. Blizzard for example, you'd lose all your capsules. So yeah, I mean there were a lot of random item gimmicks in Mario Party 5. And let's see, let's talk about the boards now. Mario Party 5 had 7 boards instead of 6. They had There's Toy Dream, Rainbow Dream, Pirate Dream, Future Dream, Undersea Dream, Sweet Dream, and then there's Bowser's Nightmare. My favorite by far was definitely Pirate Dream. That's the one I'd play the most because it was just so cool. There was so much you could do on it, and just a bunch of random paths you can take, and there were board events, and yeah. But I think my least favorite was probably, I don't really like Rainbow Dream that much. It's pretty bland. It was kind of like Wario's Battle Canyon, except you wouldn't go on random spaces, but there was a bunch of island hopping, and I just wasn't a huge fan of that board. It was pretty boring, but yeah. But the Mario Party 5 for its minigames, so I believe went above and beyond though for a lot of them. I really liked Pushy Penguins, which is a 4-player minigame. I liked Mazed and Confused, Nightlight Fright, Chomp Romp, Hotel Goomba, Ground Pound Down. There were a lot of good ones. Vicious Vending. That's a luck-based one, but I always remember that one.
Oh, wait a second. Was this what they gave him? Third-degree birds?
It's fast. No, it's not the Jacob gonna hit the button.
Whatever comes out is a complete surprise, and yours to keep. Another fucking luck-based minigame.
Another stupid ass.
Just like all the games,
so fucking
it's
stupid.
luck-based.
It is. Rotate the lever, man.
I'm already going.
Fuck. God damn it.
Oh wait, what the fuck?
Was that it? Was that it?
Yep, your levers are rotated.
Uh-oh.
Wait, what?
That's all that fucking happened.
Coins, yay!
Oh, come on!
I get one coin.
Are you kidding me? I got fuck yeah.
I got smashed by a chomp shop. Fuck.
Fuck yes. Fuck you.
Some bullshit.
Coins.
I got
Woo!
20.
Who has the most coins, bitch? I got
Me.
one coin.
I got most coins.
I got smashed by a chomp shop.
Then I also liked, let's see, I really liked, what was it? Mario Mechs. Mario Mechs was pretty dope. I didn't like Heatstroke too much, and I did not like Fight Cards. That one was retarded. And Curvy Curbs, the one player had the total advantage on that one. But yeah, overall Mario Party 5 had a lot of good mini games, but like it did introduce some of the worst mini games in the series too, such as Get a Rope. Basically, there would be 3 ropes that you would have to choose, and basically you'd have to choose the right rope to win, and it's really stupid. But yeah, overall Mario Party 5, I don't know. I don't know what rating I'd give it, but I know there were a lot of extra modes, and I did enjoy the card party too, so I don't know. I'd probably have to put it in the A tier. Low A tier. I don't know. It's hard to say for that one, just because of nostalgia. But anyways, let's move on to Mario Party 6. Mario Party 6 is a really interesting one for me. The one thing I really loved about this game was the day and night cycle, because certain things only would happen during the day and certain things would only happen at the night. It kept it really interesting for the players. You could do certain things during the day that you couldn't do at night, and then during the night you could do certain things that you couldn't during the day. But anyways, Mario Party 6 had a total of 6 boards. There was Towering Treetop, EGAD's Garage, Fair Square, Snowflake Lake, Castaway Bay, and Clockwork Castle. Towering Treetop and EGAD's Garage were basically what you'd normally expect from a Mario Party game, but they added a twist to this game though. For Fair Square, there would be a star space in the middle, and you could buy up to 5 stars, which was really cool. And during the day, you'd be able to the stars would cost you 20 coins, but at nighttime, the host for the nighttime would actually roll a dice block. Whatever they roll, that's the number of coins that you'd be able to buy the star with. It could be 5 coins, it could be 10 coins, or it could be 40 coins. So like if it's like a 40 coin night, like usually what I did was just gain a bunch of coins. I wouldn't even buy the stars or anything. I'd wait till it gets cheaper during the day, or else I'd just wait till night again. But anyways, the Castaway Bay is kind of like, it's like Mario's Rainbow Castle. Basically, you'd have to travel to the end of the board, and then you'd want to see DK to get a star, and then he swaps spots with Bowser, and if you got to Bowser, he would take a star from you instead of taking 40 coins like he did in Mario's Rainbow Castle. So Castaway Bay was a pretty fair board, and then there was Snowflake Lake, which basically you'd start out with stars, and then you would basically run around the board with chain chomps, running other players down by going into these chain chomp houses and buying dice blocks from them. And yeah, that's how you would play that one. It's like a game of survival. You'd always want to be in front of your enemy. You would never want them to be, or I'm sorry, you'd always want to be behind your enemy and them in front of you, because if you were in front of them, you'd always be likely to get attacked by a chain chomp. And if you were in the middle of the board, that was kind of a safe spot in a way. And then I think the most interesting board was Clockwork Castle, which basically during the day you would chase Donkey Kong to get a star from him, but he'd move across the board too using a dice block. But then at nighttime the board swaps its rotation, so you'd go the opposite way, and then you would run away from Bowser at nighttime, because Bowser would actually take a star from you. So yeah, I also really liked they really fixed up the capsule system that Mario Party 5 had. They changed them into orbs, and I believe that they were a lot better. So like let's say a piranha plant orb. In Mario Party 5, you would just throw it on a space. Whoever landed there lost half their coins. But if you had a piranha plant orb in Mario Party 6, you could throw it down on a space, and if you landed on it, nothing would happen. You would just get 5 coins. But if an enemy landed on it, they would lose half their coins, and you would get half their coins instead of just half your coins going away like it would in Mario Party 5. So that's basically a big difference between the capsules and the orbs. But I think the orbs are a lot more refined, and a lot of the mini games of Mario Party 6 were great too. Some of them would actually be different at nighttime compared to day. There would actually be changes, subtle changes, depending on the time of the day you play these mini games at. And some mini games were actually only nighttime exclusive mini games, which were also really cool. So I don't know. Mario Party 6 has a special place on my heart. It's hard to find any flaws with it. It is. I really can't find any. I mean, Snowflake Lake, I'm not a big fan of that type of board gimmick, but I really enjoyed the mini games. I really liked Lift Leapers. I liked the battle games were probably the best in the series. I liked Insectoride. I liked Hyper Sniper was good. I forgot the mini game where you fought in the raft. That one was good. I liked the 4-player mini game Tricky Tires. Circuit Maximus was good. Granite Getaway was good. Yeah, there were a lot of good mini games. I'd have to give Mario Party 6 an S tier. So anyways, now I'm on to Mario Party 7. This is probably the game I played the most during my childhood. Yeah, I just gotta say first of all, I really overplayed this game a lot when I was a kid, so like, I don't play it as much now because I'm just kind of bored with it, but I'm gonna try my best to make sure that doesn't affect this list in any way. I'll do my best. So anyways, Mario Party 7 is a lot like Mario Party 6 with the orb system, but they did add a lot of new orbs, such as like a pink boo orb, and I think that's all they added from that I can remember. Oh yeah, that's right. Characters had like their own special type of orbs too. They'd have their own exclusive orbs, such as like a fireball orb, which you'd take coins from people. There's a flower orb, which the number of spaces that you jump, you'd get 3 coins for each space you get over, and yeah, there were a lot of extra ones. They also added, I know they added more characters in this game that you can unlock as well, and they actually had new characters in Mario Party 5. They got rid of Donkey Kong and made him into a space in Mario Party 5, but anyways. 6 was the same and 7 was the same. Yeah, and there was something really cool about Mario Party 7 though. There was an 8-player mode that you could play. Basically, with the 8-player mode, 2 players would share one controller, but you'd use a lot of the same controls though. Like the first player would use the L button and the control stick, and the second player would use the R button and the C stick. It was pretty cool, and they actually really did they did a really good job on the 8-player mini games. I liked the bubonic plague one. That one was pretty cool. Trying to think of some other ones that were good too. But yeah, I enjoyed it. And then Mario Party 7 had 6 boards. It had Grand Canal, Pagoda Peak, Pyramid Park, Neon Heights, Windmill Vale, and Bowser's Enchanted Inferno. I think Mario Party 7 had the best Bowser board out of any Mario Party game that I've played. I liked Grand Canal a lot too, but the only problem I had with it is when Bowser time happened and all the bridges would turn into Bowser spaces, and you would just constantly play Bowser mini games over and over again, just fighting for your life, and it was just ridiculous. Because you could lose all your coins, you could lose a couple stars here and there, and it just wasn't fun. But Grand Canal wasn't a bad board, but I really liked Pagoda Peak. That's one where you'd travel to the top and you'd pay coins to Master Koopa and get a star. It basically, the star cost would change every time someone would buy a star, and it would start at 10 coins, but it could go all the way up to 40 coins as well. So, yeah. And then Pyramid Park is like Snowflake Lake. Neon Heights was pretty cool because there'd be 3 random treasure chests around the map, and one would have a Bob-omb in it, which would take you back to start. One would have 20 coins in it, and then one would have the star in it. But during Bowser time, sometimes Bowser would actually put a Z star in one of them, so if you actually bought one of the wrong treasure chests, you'd actually get a Z star. But Neon Heights was pretty cool because it had a lot of side mini games where you could get coins, and you could actually get a star in one of them, but you'd have to be a master at button mashing. But yeah, Mario Party 7 had a pretty decent amount of mini games. I really liked Track and Yield, Take Me Home. Picture This was pretty cool. I liked Fun Run. Yeah, Fun Run was pretty good. That was one of my favorites. The 2v2s, I can't remember too much from the top of my head, but the 1v3s, gosh, I can't remember too many of those either. But yeah, Mario Party 7 was pretty solid. I think I'd have to put it in the A tier, honestly. I'd have to put it in the A tier. I liked it. Alright, so on to the Wii now. We had Mario Party 8. Mario Party 8 was interesting. It really used a lot in the Wii motion sensor controls. They actually changed the orbs into candies, and the candies were kind of a debuff compared to the orbs. The candies wouldn't do as much. There would be like one candy where you'd be able to zap half a player's coins, but you wouldn't be able to get any, and then there was like a bit-sized candy where you could, for each space you went over when you rolled the dice block, you'd get 3 extra coins. And then there was, well, the twice candy and the thrice candy, which would give you 2 or 3 dice blocks. And then, yeah, so I don't know, it wasn't as good as the orbs, but it was at least an interesting idea to keep it simple for new players. But anyways, the boards were what was it? I know it was DK's Treetop Temple, Goomba's Booty Boardwalk, which is like Pagoda Peak. What was that other one? I know there was King Boo's Haunted Hideaway, which is completely luck based. And that one basically there's a giant mansion, you wouldn't know where you were going, and you'd have to find King Boo at the end to pay 10 coins for a star. But there would be these rooms too where there would be nothing. It would be a pitfall, and if you fell into a pitfall, you'd go back to the beginning of the board. But the thing that sucks though is like if you land on Bowser, if you go into a room with a pitfall, Bowser will be there, but he'll take one of your stars from you. But once Bowser's gone, they turn back into DK spaces, so if you land on a DK space, and if you go to a room with a pitfall, DK is like such an OG that he'll actually give you a free star, so that's always pretty cool. But anyways, after that, there's Shy Guy's Perplexed Express, which basically you're on a train and you want to get the Shy Guy to buy a star, and There was Koopa's Tycoon Town, which was like Windmillville, and basically those two boards you'd invest in two hotels or windmills, and the more coins you put into it, the more stars you would get. And if someone actually invested more coins into this windmill or this bank, they would claim that as their own, and they'd take your stars. So it's like an investing board, and it's pretty cool. And then there's Bowser's Warped Orbit, which is basically like Pyramid Park and Snowflake Lake, and this is, gotta be honest, man, it's my least favorite Bowser board out of any of the Mario Party games. It's just so bland. It's just a round board, and it's kind of boring. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of it. But you get like a bullet bill candy, which basically you have 3 dice blocks, and then whoever you pass by, whatever players you pass by, you would take a star from them. And then there would be a Bowser candy where it would only roll 2 dice blocks, but you'd be able to take 2 stars from whatever player you pass. But the board itself was pretty bland. But one thing I really did like about the boards in Mario Party 8 is if you landed on like this golden space, basically it would take you to like this Mario Party heaven, where like you'd basically go through a bunch of spaces with a bunch of coins on them, and at the end you'd get a free star, and that was always really cool. And then yeah, that's one of the things I really did like about Mario Party 8. But I did like the mini games too. I liked Crank to Rank. I liked Shake It Up. I can't remember most of them, but there was Rotation Station. I think that was a dual game. But there were also some really bad ones too, with delayed motion controls such as Flip the Chimp. That was probably one of my least favorites just because of the controls. But yeah, Mario Party 8 was pretty solid too, though. I probably wouldn't even put it in A tier though. I'd probably put it in the B tier, maybe even C tier. That's kind of tough. I don't know. If I just gotta think to myself, would I rather play Mario Party 8 or Mario Party 4? It's kind of even. I'll just put it there for now, and then I'll look at the list when I'm done. And here at last, there's Mario Party DS. Mario Party DS was interesting. Not much to really say about this one. I mean, can't even remember all the boards, to be honest with you. I know there was Wiggler's Garden, Toadette's Music Room, which basically that one you'd go around the board buying random notes, and those were basically stars, and they'd all be worth a different amount of coins. And then there was Kamek's Library, DK's something. I know it was a DK board. But in that one, when you got to the top of the board, you could buy as many stars as you wanted, each of them 20 coins. And then there was Bowser's Pinball Machine, which was a pretty cool board. But yeah, Mario Party DS only had 5 boards, and that was the least amount of boards in any Mario Party game. Yeah, in this game you'd actually like be able to buy like double dice block sets, triple dice block sets. You'd buy a star pipe, which brought you to the star. And there were also hex items too. Like, there's one where you'd lose, like, if you put it on a space, you'd lose whoever landed on it would lose a star. And then there was a 2-star hex as well, and there were coin ones as well. So it was kind of like orbs in a way. But yeah, I really did enjoy the mini games a lot in this one. They were pretty solid. I know there was one where you would you'd be on a bunch of soap, and basically you'd have to push all your enemies off. And then there was one where you'd have to basically, you're on a rope, and you'd have to try to land on like a can or like a toolbox and not fall in the oil. And then there was what was that one? There was one where you'd fall down, and you have to fall as close to like the eraser board, the part where they put their markers. You'd have to be as close to that as possible. I think it was called Steady Fall. And then there was one where you'd have to go down a stairwell, and you'd have to tap on your DS screen as fast as you can, and then the faster you do that, the farther you would go. So that one was pretty cool. Yeah, over on Mario Party DS, I really wish it was actually like not on a handheld system, but I don't know. It was good. It was alright. But I don't know. I just can't remember too much about it. So right now I think I'd have to put it in the C tier. But yeah, I think that'll be my list right now. Yeah. I'm not seeing really any changes I can make. I'm just gonna think here for a second, and I'll probably cut out some footage. I think I'm gonna move Mario Party 1 above Mario Party 3. I don't know. Yeah, I think so. The Mario Party 4. Yeah, that can stay right there. Yeah, I think that's my list. I think that's about how I would do it. Yeah, I feel pretty happy with that. I think I'm satisfied. I think that'll do it. But yeah, that'll be my Mario Party list, and I appreciate you guys watching this. And yeah, maybe I'll make some more tier videos. I think my next one will be the tier list of the best 3D Zelda games. So yeah, I hope you guys stay tuned for that, and I appreciate you guys watching this. And this is Boom Jacob, and I will talk to you guys later. Thanks for watching.